Hello folks, I am back with another video today, and I actually was looking through Train World again the other day, and all of a sudden I was looking at the O scale page for Thomas and Friends. So I click on the O scale page, right? So I click on O scale, then I click on Thomas and Friends. So the O scale page for Thomas and Friends pops up that I click on Train World. So I'm scrolling through it. I see that the battery operated Lionel, which is it's the ready to run playset of Thomas All Engines Go with the Thomas All Engines Go Annie, Clarabelle, and Annie. Well, yeah, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle of All Engines Go of that set, and it was like $80 though. But I don't care though and everything. Then I look over and I see, even better than All Engines Go. That I think I might have said this before too in one of my videos, because I know I did say that hopefully like Lionel can make some more, because when I did say in my other videos like how I want to collect everything of Thomas and Friends and HO scale of Bachmann and O scale of Lionel that I only do not yet have in my collection, that do count and I do not have, that are discontinued, currently on sale, and the ones that will be coming out in the future for HO scale Bachmann of Thomas and Friends and O scale Lionel of Thomas and Friends. Only the items that I do not have yet though that do count, but there are some out there, folks, like I did explain before, that there are some out there, folks, that do not count, as I either already have gotten the rolling stock or the engines separate, or I did get the set and I did not get those like separately though, or whatever. Like for example, the Emily's passenger set in HO scale, I got that 9-10 years ago, something like that. And yeah, so the Emily's passenger set I got as the set. I got the Emily's passenger set. It came with 2 straight tracks, and it came with some like curve too. I think it was 18-degree radius curve. So it came with a Emily engine, her tender, and her coach, and her brake coach. So yeah, that's how I got Emily and her coaches, was in the set. And I did not get Emily separately, I did not get her coach separately, and I did not get her brake coach separately. Basically, I decided, you know what, I'd rather get it in a set though. So that's how I did it, was I got it in a set 9-10 years ago. So that's what I mean, folks. So, like, items like that, folks, whether it's an HO scale or O scale for Thomas and Friends, items like that like do not count, as I pretty much already have them. Or it can be the opposite though. I already gotten the items separately, or I got it like in a set though, because there are some items too that I got separately though, and for all these years I never knew that some of these items that I got in Thomas and Friends, that I did not know that some of these Thomas and Friends items that the ones that I got separately, like some of them I didn't know came in a set though, and that one was James the Red Engine freight set. Could you see? Actually, let me show you guys real quick. Hold on. Where's it at? There's James. Oops. All right, here's James's tender. Oh no. There's James, the red engine. This is the one with the gray wheels, folks. This is yep, that's the one with the gray wheels. Come on. kind of, it might be, let me try it this way. Yeah, you see? That's the one with the gray wheels. It might be kind of a little bit hard to tell on the camera though, but in person it's the one with the gray wheels. So yeah, so that's the one with the gray wheels. There's his tender. And then here's the, why is it so blurry? I don't like when it's blurry. Alright, let me try it this way then. There we go. And then there's the Sodor fuel tanker. The yellow one. Man, yellow is my favorite color. I like anything yellow. Anything trains that's yellow, I love. Alright, that's the Sodor fuel tank. I gotta get the other cars. You got the blue wagon, then you got the brake van. I think that's what it's called. I forget. I think it's called the brake van, folks. This one, I think that's the name of it. I don't remember. So yeah, folks, that's what James the Red Engine freight set is. So as you see, that's what I'm saying though, is that James. So James with the gray wheels. Let's see if you guys can tell with the camera. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Much better. So yeah, so I got James with the gray wheels. So yeah, so James right there, that James I got separately 9 years ago. The Sodor fuel tank I got, I think that's the name of it though. I don't know if it's the name of that on the package, but I just call it the Sodor fuel because it says it right there. Yeah, so I got that separate. I got the blue wagon separate, and I got the brake van separate. So yeah, all four of these items right here, all four of these items, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got all four of them separate, and all these years I've had these items that I own that I got separately, all of them, that I never knew that all of these were in a set though called James the Red Engine freight set. That I never knew for all these years until one day I was just looking at I think I was looking at Wikipedia, I think it was, or something like that. I was either looking at I think I was looking at Wikipedia, or no, was I on YouTube, Safari, Google Images? I don't know. Wait, hold on, let me think, which was it? Actually, no, I can't. Wait, yo, that's right, eBay. That's right, yeah, eBay. Yeah, eBay is where I found it. Is where I found one, because basically, yeah, I was just, because I remember, because I was looking at like some like Thomas HO scale trains and everything, of like one, because yeah, one of the Thomas HO scale trains that I didn't have, I was just like trying to like find it on eBay, and then yeah, I was like squirreling through eBay. Yeah, I was squirreling through eBay and all that. Yeah, I was squirreling through eBay and all that, and all of a sudden I just like come across this James the Red Engine freight set, not even knowing that it existed, and I was just pretty much like, I was just pretty much like surprised and everything, and I basically like was like, I was just saying to myself, like, I was just saying to myself, my God, if I would have known that all of this came in the set, I would have gotten the James the Red Engine freight set instead of getting all four of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 separately. But then again, though, folks, I didn't know though, because I thought all 4 of those items were basically sold separately. But then, yeah. Ever since but then I was just completely surprised though and all that, folks, when I came across the James the Red Engine Freight set on eBay. And I think it might have been a used one, I think, but I don't remember though. But yeah, sets like that, folks, do not count. So yeah, basically, folks, that's what I mean though, is that basically train sets that I already have, like the Thomas items to the train sets. Yeah, basically the items that I already have to a Thomas train set that I got in like the train set. So if I got it, so basically the Thomas train sets that I already have that the items came with in that set, that there's no sense, and it wouldn't make sense to like buy the same items though, like separately as well, knowing that I already have those items that are also sold separately, but in a set though. It just wouldn't make sense though. Same thing with same thing how since I have the Emily's passenger set, since it comes with the Emily engine in her tender, her one coach of hers and one brake coach of hers, it just wouldn't, since I have that set, it just wouldn't make sense for me to now buy Emily and her coach and brake coach, all 3 of them separately at the same time. That just would not make any sense at all. And same thing this way too, as I got James with the gray wheels, the older version, the fuel tank, the blue wagon, and the brake van. Since I got all 4 of these separate, that there's no sense in me in buying the James the Red Engine Freight set. So yeah, so that's why I put it on my don't count list, because the James the Red Engine Freight set does not count at all, as I already have all the items to it that I got, each and every one of the items, rolling stock, the engine, all separate. So yeah, that's what I mean, folks. So that way it just does not make sense at all. And same thing with same goes with same thing goes with then now say if it's a remake or something, it depends what type of remake it is, all right? Rather it's a remake here, let me show you guys for example. Folks, we'll start it off with this way though. Okay, let me remove these guys. We'll start off with all right, I got another truck over here. All right, here you go. So as you see, I got 3 troublesome trucks right here. Oh, I just noticed some. The center one looks like it has a different face on it than the other 2. So yeah, Which one's this one? All right, I know. Is it? All right. So the left one. So the left troublesome truck. These are all troublesome truck 1, folks. All right, these are all troublesome truck number 1. So the left one, is the one that came with the Whistle and Chuff Thomas set, and the one in the center came with the Percy and the troublesome truck set in the HO scale that I got a few months ago. That was also a discontinued item. That was a rare search to find as well, but I was lucky to actually find a new one. Someone was selling a new one on eBay, so I just quickly grabbed it. And then on the right, so the one on the right, folks, is the one with like the newer one, like the modern one of like with like this, just like the regular troublesome truck, but this one's with the gray. This is the one with like the gray on it. This is like more gray. And wait, is it? Yeah, this one's more gray, as you can see with the one at the bottom. That's the one with the Percy set. It's got nothing on it. Yeah, this is the one in the center, kinda. So this is like in between those. So yeah, so basically, folks, basically items, like remakes of items and everything, like items like this is one thing though, because they're just like, you see like how like the scheme of them was like different and everything, like that's what I mean, like the scheme, the color on these trucks are like different though. But this is one thing though, because they're the troublesome trucks and all that. But yeah, like, because even though there are some other items out there too, there's a lot of items currently on sale out there that they're still making to this day, Bachmann, but they're like more like remaking them now into like a more modern fashion way. And they're still obviously the same item number, but the way I look at it is that as long as I have the same item number, and they're basically making these like more modern now, as they're still continuing to like still currently make these and all that. Like as long as I have the item, as long as I already have it and it's still the same item number and it remains the same item number, that's all I care about though. Unless it was like some of the items, like the cream tanks right here. Like if the cream tank was the same item number, and they like basically redesigned it and everything, they put like a different kind of like, they more like decorated on it and everything, like more like a new design, like logo and everything. Like basically if they were to like, so basically like items like this though, obviously these are the cream tanks right here, the OG at the bottom, and the one at top is the remake. Like if they were like, since they're both the same item number and all that, and they're and they like look differently and everything, like the one at top is more white and the one is, I would say, kind of more like a golden white, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Or it kind of looks like it's like a vanilla color, like that, like a golden vanilla kind of, like a light golden vanilla kind of, whatever, the bottom one. So yeah, that's what I mean, folks, is like if it was the same item number, like these two right here, as these both were the same item number, but first they made this one, then they remade the cream tanker into this. So that's what I mean, folks, that if it's like that though, then I end up getting the same item number, but getting like whichever I don't have, rather I do not have the remake or I do not have the OG one, whichever it is. That's what I mean though. And still though, as for example, I still have to get the that you see right here, like the red mail cars right here are kind of different. They might be hard to like tell through the camera though, but you see, oh yeah, so the one up top, the one up at the top is lighter, and the one at the bottom is a little bit darker. So yeah, that's what I mean though. and obviously these are the same item numbers, they look the same, but honestly though, there's no sense, because if this was like another item, like say if it was like, now say if it was like the red open wagon, for example, that, or actually one of like the, either the blue wagon or the soda fuel tank right there, if it was one of those that Bachmann was still making, and they were to make them like more modern and not like that though, but still make them though exactly the same color, but like more modern though, and not like old school like those ones though, but more modern. Like basically there's no sense in like re-getting them, like rebuying them though, if they're like, if they don't do like a remake of the items, and they're gonna like keep them like the same and everything, but they're only just like they're only making them more modern and everything, giving a little bit more pop to it. Yeah, items like that, items like that though, I will not waste my money that way. But however though, like since Percy would usually post 2 or 3 mail cars in the Thomas and Friends series, that I decided, you know what, I mean, at times I would see Percy pull like 3 mail cars, but honestly but mostly 2 though, so I just decided, you know, I'm just gonna stick with the 2. So I just decided, you know, I'm just gonna go with the 2 red mail cars when I get them in HO scale. So I got 2 red mail cars in HO scale. One happens to be lighter and one happens to be darker. So yeah, that's what I mean, folks. And but also too that, yeah, but now if, because you know, and I decided too, you know what, the green mail cars, I decided, you know what, I might as well, since I have 2 red mail cars, then when I get the green mail car, I might as well get 2 green mail cars. Then that way, yeah, I might as well get 2 green mail cars, so then that way I can actually match it, should make it even with my red mail cars that I'm holding right here. So yeah, and then that's what I did. I also have 2 green mail cars as well. And also with the live lobster car, hold on, let me show you. Yeah, I know the lobster cars are not mail cars here, I don't think, but I think these cars are for what they use for like the lobsters and everything. So yeah, once I grab myself one of these and everything, I only decided to grab myself one, and yeah, I only grabbed myself one of these. I only grabbed myself one, and then like a couple years later, I just thought to myself, you know what? I just had an idea, and I said to myself, all right, I know the live lobster car right here is not the mail car at all. Like they're not related to the green and red mail car. But honestly, I think it might be a little bit fair to get myself a second live lobster car, just so I can like kind of match it with my 2 green and 2 red mail cars that I have, even though they're not mail cars at all, but they are lobster cars, and they got that white scheme on them with the red line and everything, and the live lobster logo. It's I know it doesn't go in the mail category though, but obviously they look the same though and everything, so I don't see why it can't hurt to get myself a second live lobster car. So I did it anyway. So I decided to get myself a second one, and so I did. So also too with the red mail cars, guys, I gotta also too, guys, yeah, there are some, even though like, cause I still have to find myself the OG red mail car that says like Soda or Mail on it, folks. I still have to find myself the Soda or Red Mail car. So as you guys see, so here's the regular one. This is the remake of the Red Mail car, right? Yeah, so this is the remake. Yeah, this is the remake. This is the remake of the Red Mail car. I think the remake was made in like 2011 or 2012, I believe. But yeah, then they like remade it though and everything. And as you see, it's got like the Mail logos on both sides. But the 2008 version, which is the OG version, of the Red Mail car and HO Bachmann, back then it had Sodor right here. That said, right here it said Sodor, and right here it said Mail. And altogether, Sodor Mail is what you call it. So it said Sodor Mail on the car. So basically, as like one of like the remake items though, I still have to like get though and everything, as I do not have yet though, even though it is the same item number, because that's what I mean, folks. Like if it's like the same item number and all that, like basically if it's like yeah, like I said, for example, like if one of those cars right there, since one of those cars I think are still for sale, I think the yellow one's now discontinued, I don't know, but I know the blue one is still available if I'm not mistaken. So for example, I'll say like, as you see, so like the blue one, as that's like kind of like an older version of the blue wagon, that if Bachmann is still making the blue wagon, right? Yeah, if Bachmann's still making the blue wagon, that they would probably, I would have to think, are probably making it in a modern way now and everything. Like it's still the same color and everything. It's still got that blue, same exact blue as right there, but just more like shinier, like more like a modern way and all that. They're making it like basically adding like more, like making it look more modern and everything, giving like a more modern pop. Even though they still have it listed as the same item number. So that's what I mean, folks. Like basically items that I already have, which the blue wagon I already have. Like since I already have the blue wagon, since I already got the blue wagon that I've owned for many years, and Bachmann's still making it, and Bachmann's still making the blue wagon, as it's still the same item number, that that they would probably, like, not only would it still be the same item number as they're still selling it, that the only changes to it would be like they would like make it like more modern though and everything though. So that's what I mean though, folks. Like the same items that they're still selling, but it's more made like modern now and everything, as it's still the same item number. Like that doesn't make sense to me at all, because I already have the item and everything. So basically, like whether it's in a modern way or the older way and everything, like that right there, like as long as I have the item and everything, as long as I, basically what I can say is that as long as I still have the same item number, like that's all I care about though. But if the blue wagon had, if they were making it into like a different design, like basically like adding like some more, like they were gonna like decorate it more or something, like let's say for example they were to like put some, like, I don't know, maybe they were to add like maybe like some logo. Let's say if they were to like I'm just making this up for example, like what if they were like gonna make it actually like more like a let's say like a normal, actually no, like a blue, and as that Bachmann controller right there is blue. Now if they were to make it the same blue color like that Bachmann controller is right there, now if they were to like make that blue as that Bachmann controller, and rather it's still the same item number as it's a remake, or it's a completely different item number and it's a different name, like that, that makes sense right there though, because that's how I did it here with the two cream tankers, as they were both the same item numbers. The top one's the OG and the bottom one's the remake. Yeah, the top's the OG and the bottom is the remake. That basically, rather, because this one is the remake, so I'm gonna say this one. So basically, so here you have the OG cream tanker and the remake cream tanker. Since both of these were the same item numbers, since these are the same item numbers, of course, that if, let's say for example, that rather both of these were the same item numbers and they're both remakes, which they are, and they have the same name at the same time, or if they both had like different names, like the top one was the cream tanker and the bottom one had like a different name and everything, and they were both like separate item numbers and everything, or if both the cream tanks still had the same name and that both of them had like separate item numbers. Like now that's like one thing and everything and all that. Like that's like one thing though, because yeah, that's like one thing though, because it makes sense to get like items like that way and everything when it comes to Thomas and Friends. So yeah, and yeah, and as you can see though, and now with James though, like since I have the James with the gray wheels, that like this year, like I know last year in late of 2024, which was just only like 3 weeks ago, something like that. Like I ended up like getting the remake of James, the one that this time has like the black wheels. And now the only thing I just wasn't sure was that the only thing that I just wasn't sure about was if both of them were the same item numbers or they were like separate item numbers, because either way, like that's what I mean, folks, is right there. If it's like a character and everything, like if they have like different, like if they have like, if something's like different about the item and everything, whether it's like the same one, or it's like completely like a different color and everything, or like whatever though, or like more modern or whatever. Basically, it just like all I can say is like it just like depends though, like what it really is. Like basically though, like since my older James with the gray wheels and the James with the black wheels, the remake, but yeah, like since, yeah, so yeah, I just see my James right over there. It's hard to see in the camera. On the left corner of the camera, it's the one with the gray wheels, and then the one that's in Tim's Sheds is the one with the black wheels. And the difference between those two is that rather it was the same item number or it wasn't, that's why it makes sense why I have two James the Red engines, because one has the gray wheels and one has the black wheels, and they both still have like the red color on them and everything though. You see, items like that though, it makes sense though, because like something's like different about it though. But if it's like, say the one with the gray wheels, for example, if it was like if it was the same item number or it wasn't though, and it was like more modern though and everything, and it's the same thing, like that doesn't make sense at all though. But with James as a remake getting made into with the black wheels this time, like whether it was the same item number or not, like items like that completely make sense to me. it all makes sense to me right there when it comes to items like that. So yeah, and yeah, same thing with like, yeah, because like the red, yeah, like the red mail cars that says soda or mail on it with the, yeah, that says like soda or mail on it, like soda on the left side and mail on the right side. That was made in 2008, I believe, and it's the same item number. Like that makes sense too because since it was like that for both the cream tankers, that that yeah the mail cars are like that too with the red mail, yeah, the red mail cars are like that. I have the remake. I have two of the remake red mail cars, but I don't have the OG mail car yet of the red one, the one that says soda or mail on it. So basically by doing that, that's why I decided, you know what? If I ever do find, you know, like when while I'm on the search as well, trying to find the soda or mail car as well, like which is the red mail car, but that says soda or mail on it, made from 2008, as it's the OG mail car, the red version. That's what I said though, is that if I was to find myself a red mail car that says soda or mail on it, that obviously I'm probably gonna only be able to find one, but honestly, folks, like I'm gonna try to find myself two of them, so then that way I can match it and make it even with my two red mail cars that I have right now at the moment, and my two green mail cars as well. Just like make it even of like 6 mail cars total that I have in the Thomas collection. So yeah. So yeah, folks. Stay tuned for part 2.